The one person who is standing between Ejike and his family to resolve this whole issue is Munachi. But Ejike is not seeing it that way. He's rather seeing Munachi to be his enemy. Remember when they traveled to the village and the uncle chased them away because of Ejike's arrogance? The one person that the uncle could talk to was Munachi. On this episode, it all started when they got back from the village and Ejike was so angry at Munachi. He was yelling at Munachi that the uncle could speak to Munachi and not him, that is family. And Munachi was now shocked to have heard Ejike call his people family. He now asked Ejike, what family are you talking about? That you stood in front of your family and they don't even know you. Nobody knows you. They say they don't know you. So why are you calling them your family? That instead of you to even humble yourself in front of them, you are now bragging about how much you have as a rich man that you are. Ejike was now telling Munachi, why would my uncle speak to you that the meeting will be held the following day and not talk to me? That this is how you are sneaking behind my back to speak to my people and paint me black in front of them for them to see me as a bad person. I truly wonder what Ejike was really thinking. Was he thinking that when he gets to the village because he has money, that everybody should just dance to his tune? All this is happening because he has a bad friend that is always giving him a bad advice, and that is Daniel. Daniel is evil, and his evil is gradually rubbing on Ejike. While Munachi was explaining to Ejike about what he did to his family and why they treat him like that, Ejike was now talking to Munachi. He said, why do I think that I got married to my enemy? And Munachi now responded, oh yes, my darling, I also think the same way, that I'm married to a beast. Can you even imagine? The two of them are beginning to call themselves names. Could this be a wrong marriage? Could it be that Munachi made a mistake to marry Ejike? At this point, we don't even know what to think. And Ejike was now yelling at Munachi. And Munachi told him that remember that you are in the village and you are talking to village people. That when they bounce on you, when they come for you, that she will not be there. That at this point, she doesn't even think that she might even be on the other side. Ejike now responded, the other side? The other side, you mean? You are already on the other side. Munachi now left to the room. Ejike was so angry. He decided to sit on the couch to think about his life. And then they moved on this episode when Daniel and his wife came to visit them. And Munachi and Ejike was coming from the upstairs, and then Ejike was now talking to Daniel, thanking Daniel that truly Daniel is a good friend, that since when this whole thing started, he's always visiting them. Daniel was now like, I'll always be here for you. But before then, Ejike was now asking Daniel, where is Rita and the other person? And he told them that, of course, they will not be here. They are not even here. That way they want to travel to the village, and now they are not here. That way they will just go. And then Munachi was now asking Daniel, so you think that you are now the best person, Abi, the honest person? That was when his wife was now talking to Munachi. He told Munachi, why are you always talking to my husband like that? Munachi now told her that, I did not ask you to go and get married to a stupid person. I think Munachi really hates Daniel at this point. Daniel has really given Ejike so much bad advice, and he has really been a bad influence to Ejike, up to a point that Munachi is so angry and doesn't want to even see a sight of him at all. At this point, while Daniel was trying to react to what Munachi said, Ejike now told him to just forget about it, and then they went on. Ejike was really scared. I wonder, after all the money he has, Ejike is scared of traveling to the village for this purpose of his mother's burial. According to him, he doesn't even know what to say or how to act in front of the elders. That the uncle was supposed to do that on his behalf and speak to the people. And why is the uncle putting him at the forefront of this whole thing that he doesn't even understand? And Daniel now told Ejike, I told you not to worry, that this whole thing will be resolved. That is very simple for you to resolve this whole thing. That when you get to the village, remember you are a rich man. You are Ejike, courage the billions. That you have money. When you get to the village, the only thing you need to do is to flash your money. After all, you have money. Use your money to buy everybody there in the village. Ejike was now asking Daniel, so you mean that I can actually do anything I want in the village? I can buy everybody in the village with my money? And then Daniel was now saying, yes, you can do all that. With your money, you can do anything in the village. And Munachi was now telling him that So instead of you to go to the village and rewrite the wrongs that you have done, for you to be peaceful and humble, to rewrite the wrongs you've done, you want to go and spend money in the village and show them that you have money. AGK was not telling her that the only problem he has right now, that he has money, but the one problem that he has is on how to spend the money. Can you even imagine? AGK is really a rich man that he has a lot of money but doesn't even know how to spend the money. So he thinks that when he gets to the village, he is going to buy everybody. Wait for it to happen. Munachi even suggested that they should rather travel with Rita and the other person than to travel with Daniel and his wife. AGK now stood and said that they are going to travel with them, and that is fine, and he has spoken. So while they came out of the house to travel to the village, they now met Daniel, they now met Rita and the other person, and that was how the three of them traveled to the village. On reaching to the village, they sat down with the uncle. The uncle actually organized a meeting with the village elders. And while they were talking with the village elder, they now asked Daniel to introduce, why are we here? What is happening? AGK, instead of him to be very humble to listen to the elders, AGK was very arrogant. The elders were now talking and saying, why are you here? That we don't even know you. That it is now that you are mentioning that you are our sister's son, that we now know that you are AGK. That before now we don't even know who is AGK and all that. At this point, AGK was really furious. That what do you mean? What are you trying to tell me? So Munachi was trying to calm AGK down in front of his elder for him to be able to listen to them. AGK was now telling Munachi that he's not interested in all of that. So the elders, when they see that Munachi was trying to talk about this whole thing, they were now asking Munachi, who are you? And why are you speaking on this meeting? Munachi was now trying to explain herself that she is AGK's wife. And the people were now surprised. They said, no. You cannot be AGK's wife. That you are not AGK's wife. That the only marriage that they recognize is a traditional marriage in this village. So you are only but a stranger to us. You cannot be AGK's wife. At this point, I think Munachi is about to be humiliated. This was why I told you in the last episode that Munachi is going to suffer for something that she knows nothing about. At this point, the villagers don't even recognize the marriage that, according to them, the only marriage they recognize is traditional marriage. But AGK went ahead to marry Munachi in court. And while they were talking, AGK started his arrogant act, and he was telling the people that what is the meaning of this? That why are they even talking about this whole thing like this? That he's being humiliated and all that. And remember, Dan is always there. That was when Dan came into the picture and was asking the uncle, the village uncle, that the villagers, what is the meaning of this nonsense? That he cannot be here and they will be talking to his friend like that. That he cannot stand them humiliating his friends and all that. And the uncle was now asking him, who are you? And why are you even in this meeting? Who invited you to this meeting? My friend, will you get out of this place? And Daniel was saying that, he's not going to leave this place. That he cannot stay here and allow them talk to his friend like that. And when they asked AGK, who is this person? AGK now said that Daniel is his friend, that he is well pleased. Can you even imagine? He's always standing in front of everybody to defend Daniel because Daniel is the mastermind behind his bad behaviors. So Daniel was finally chased out of the meeting, and AGK was asking them. At this point now, AGK now became very angry that he was asking the elders, what is the meaning of this nonsense? That he can buy everybody in this village, that they should just go ahead and name their price, that is going to pay the money and all that. And the uncles now became very angry at him. That why will he speak to them like that? Does he think that because he had money, he can come to the village and buy everybody? At this point, everybody was like, Daniel, AGK, you have to calm down. Please stop saying that. Remember that AGK is in the village. And the way he's talking in the village, when the villagers decide to attack him, he might end up losing everything that he has. Not even a dime will be left in his pocket. But AGK doesn't know this. He thinks that because he's a rich man, he can ride on everybody. And then Munachi and the other friends were now begging the village elders that they should not even listen to AGK, that AGK does not have money. So that was how the meeting went. The meeting was not even successful in this episode. We hope that this meeting will go on well. Please, if you are watching the video for the first time, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I will bring the next episode to you immediately it drops. But for now, take care.